Hello, this is Christian Parenting TV. Today we'll be looking at the two sides of a child's nature: the assets, the plus, the liability, the minus, the sides we celebrate, the plus, the side we wish to hide from the public, the minus. Understanding this will help us parent effectively. You see, human beings are like a coin. They have two sides. The first side of our human nature is our inborn strength, which we refer to as inherited assets. This is the aspect of our lives we feel proud of and are happy with. The second side of our human nature is our inborn weaknesses, which we refer to as inherited liabilities. This is the aspect of our lives we dislike, struggle with, often wish to hide. The first side involves area of our natural abilities, while the second side involves area of our struggle. This also applies to our children. There are aspects of our children's life we like, and there are aspects of our children's life we dislike. This obviously shows that children, like adults, both have inherited assets and inherited liability in their human nature. If we don't study and understand a child's inborn strength, inherited assets, and inborn weakness, inherited liability, we are going to have a tough time parenting them. For a deeper understanding and application of this subject in parenting, let's look at it from these two angles. First, the inherited assets of parenting. Second, the inherited liability of parenting. Now, let's quickly dive into understanding a child's inherited assets and inherited liabilities in parenting. Again, inherited asset refers to the area of a child's personality we celebrate and are proud of, while the inherited liability are areas of a child personality that makes us feel sad, angry, yell, and even bring us shame and pain. But note, these inherited liabilities are areas they need our help with, and not our shouting, bullying, threats, or punishment. Children face pressures we don't see, and many of them are dealing with more frustration than we realize. They just wish we could understand what they are going through. You see, something stronger than their willpower is at work and pushing them beyond instituted boundaries. Obviously, they are trying to overcome it on their own, but it's not working. And they wish we could understand that they are trying their best. This is why, as parents, we need to pause and reconsider our approach to parenting before we lose our children. Many times, What is pushing them is beyond their control, and all they need is our help and leadership to overcome and become better. May I inform you that there is no perfect child. All of them are in their crude states. What you get out of them, their nature depends on the nurturing you put in. Note, the areas of complaint, laziness, and misconduct or struggle are serious indications of our children's inborn weaknesses. That is, the inherited parenting liabilities. These are the areas that bring parents shame, regret, and pain, so to speak. But at the same time, they are the areas we are called to manage, prune, and nurture through parenting. Remember, nobody can give you their best in their area of their inborn weaknesses. That includes your child. No child can change or improve on their area of weaknesses on their own. They need our help to achieve it. But instead of helping, many of us are doing the opposite, making life unbearable for our children without even realizing it. Many times, you hear parents say things like, "I will cut your wings." Please, don't cut their wings. Just wait. It might not be useful now. It might look like a liability now, because the child is still learning to stay within instituted boundaries and control their choices. But they will need it soon to fly and soar later in life. Let's take a moment to reflect on the parable of two sons from Matthew chapter 21, verses 28 to 31b, and relate it to the subject matter we are dealing with. The father wanted to test which of his sons were truly obedient. Let's read the passage and see how it challenges our common belief about our children's actions and behaviors. Matthew chapter 21, verse 23 to 31b. But what do you think? A man had two sons. He came to the first and said, "Son, go work today in my vineyard." He answered and said, "I will not." But afterward, he regretted it and went. Then he came to the second and said likewise. And he answered and said, "I go, sir." But he did not go. Which of the two did the will of his father? They said to him, "The first." This scripture offers a powerful lesson. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't conclude on a child simply because they are not complying. Simply because they are not complying now. Their attitude might change tomorrow. Similarly, a child you applaud today might rebel in the future. This teaches us that behavior is not always what it seems at the first glance. Please acknowledge that our children's excesses are a gift of nature, waiting for you to transform it into an asset through parenting. Crude oil is not useful at its crude state until it undergoes refining. As a matter of fact, when we complain too much about the excesses of our children, It is an indication that we lack a parenting education skill to mold and nurture a child. You say, how do I know? The answer is in a quote by Miles Monroe. He said, and I quote, "Stress is not knowing what to do." Before we proceed further, let's understand what parenting education is all about. This will help us grasp what this subject is designed to achieve in this broadcast. Parenting education is the study of the nature and the nurture of a child. This means that before nurturing a child, you must study their nature and understand their inherited assets and liability. One important thing you must note is that every child differs in nature. It is when you have discovered the nature of a child that you will decide on what's best method to nurture them. To understand the nature and the nurture of a child in parenting, let's start by looking at the following points. 1. The introvert nature of a child. 2. The temperamental nature of a child. Note, human beings are grouped into two distinct personalities: introverts and extroverts. Both personalities have their own inherited assets and liabilities. For example, extroverts are noisy, active, and outgoing, while introverts are calm and reserved. Now, let's see the advantages and disadvantages of both personalities in parenting. An introvert loses energy from social interaction and physical activities. Yes, they lose energy from social interaction and physical activities. This is why they are always calm, quiet, and enjoy solitude. An extrovert gains energy from social interaction and physical activities. This is why they are always open, talking, playing, and running around. One loses energy, while the other gains energy from the same activities. You see, social interaction and physical activities make an extrovert feel enriched and well, while they deplete the energy of an introvert children. This revelation has saved me as a parent from unnecessary stress and comparison, and I hope it does for you too. As parents, understanding this difference can prevent unnecessary stress. If your child is an extrovert, accept their noisy and active nature as a part of who they are, their cool state. Don't be ashamed or frustrated with your child. No already-made child is out there. Seek professional help to help guide them in harnessing their strong willpower and bodiless energy in a productive way. Their innate drive is a gift, one that will help them fulfill their purpose later in life. Please don't kill it. Let's look at the second point that will help us understand the nature and the nurture of a child in parenting. That is the temperamental nature of a child. First of all, there are 4 basic temperaments that define the personality, character, and the performance of a child. My assignment today is to help you identify your child's own temperament, the inherited assets and liability associated with it. To help you understand it, we will look at the 4 basic temperaments and the symbol that represent them. Their symbol will help you understand quickly their assets and the liabilities associated with them. Let's dive into it right away. The 4 basic temperaments and their symbol. 1. Choleric, the dominant personality. Their symbol is fire. They are forceful, hurtful, and competitive. Remember, fire has only one function: burn. 2. Sanguine, the influential personality. Their symbol is air. They are always on the go, noisy and persuasive. Remember, air has only one function: push. 3. Melancholy. Their symbol is earth. They are perfectionists, strict but legalistic. Remember, earth has only one function: hold or support. 4. Phlegmatics, the steady personality. Their symbol is water. They are calm, patient, stubborn, diplomatic, very difficult. All I want you to do is to look closely. Which one typifies your child's current personality? Fire, air, earth, or water? Note, all of them have their plus and minus. Their plus is your inherited parenting assets, while their minus is your inherited parenting liability. Now, let's look further at other inherited liabilities associated with a child with this temperament. Please pay attention. This is where your parenting assignment mostly lies. 1. The inherited parenting liability of a choleric child. Unsympathetic, insensitive, don't listen, inconsiderate, hostile, angry, cruel, sarcastic, unforgiving, impulsive, self-sufficient, domineering, crafty, demanding, easily bored, impatient, quick temper, a bully, unhealthy competition, pride, but unable to handle stress. 2. The inherited parenting liability of a sanguine child. Indiscipline, weak will, low self-esteem, carefree, restless, disorganized, egocentric, fearful, noisy, angry easily, cannot say no, make excuses, forgetfulness, obsession for attention. 3. The inherited parenting liability of a melancholy child. Easily offended, moody, critical, rigid, legalistic, corny, self-centered, touchy, revengeful, depressed, unforgiving, proud, suspicious, harbor guilt, self-guilt, lack tolerance, self-condemnation at the slightest mistake. 4. Inherited parenting liability of a phlegmatic child, unmotivated, indolent, spectator, selfish, stingy, stubborn, diplomatic, self-protective, indecisive, fearful, lazy, gets tired easily, isolated, and lack self-confidence. Note: transforming the inherited liability of a child into strength is called parenting, nurturing, and molding. This is why you need parenting education. Our job as parents is to work on these inherited liabilities and transform them into strength. The tool to transforming these inborn weaknesses into strength in parenting is called character development education. Please understand that our character is our temperament modified. In summary, character is our civilized temperament. But if you leave a child to themselves, that temperament will develop by default, and it will produce a counterproductive result. But at Home Front Family and Children Academy and Christian Parenting International, we help parents transform this inherited weakness into strength. In our future broadcast, we will dive into actionable steps on how to do it through 1. Hypnotic parenting education, self-leadership education, and character education. This is where we bring today's broadcast to a close. If you find this content valuable, please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to Christian Parenting TV and hit the notification bell. This way, you will be notified every time we upload a new content. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next broadcast.